From a chilly 1 degree in Uppington, we moved to the studio to warm you back up.
We hope so on your Feel Good Breakfast show, but this story is definitely going to make your heart into custard just a little bit. We get into Afrikaans radio station RSG, who are hosting an audio documentary series of 13 episodes each. Now, the aim of these documentaries is to create social awareness regarding things like current topics that are happening, milestones, forgotten communities, and also people and important literary figures. And these documentaries do air on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock on RSG.
Oh, this is awesome. So today we're going to be doing the following. We're going to be previewing Ina Strydom's documentary, Karel Trigard and Petru Wessels, as twee, saam loop, deur Ina Strydom. Now, the translation for this is when two people walk together. And this is by Ina Strydom.
Beautiful. Well, in this documentary, she does talk about how they managed to stay married to each other, essentially, in a very difficult industry, and also highlighting their careers, about the principle of the show must go on, and also just about age, because you can see that they definitely are well along in wisdom, grace, and in experience in life as well. So what a beautiful story and inspiration to all of us who are in couples and also who are hoping to pursue a lifelong love with somebody else. So let's talk about the power of partnership. Two, I don't know if you would agree with this, is definitely stronger than one. That's something that I hold on to. But two people in the same industry, married to each other for 58 years, does require a special approach to life. So I do have this question for you, Ryle. What do you think makes for a strong relationship, but also understanding the pressures of each of your careers? Because that does play into a role at some point.
I think that in this example, it might even be easier because you both have that understanding of what it takes, what we have to go through, and with that you can have more empathy and sympathy for your partner.
Absolutely.
Those are valuable things to have when someone's going through something. If I can't understand and like kind of be there for you as much as you maybe want me to, it's going to cause a little bit of conflict. So I think just having that insight into, I know what you're going through, I understand, I'm here for you. That's going to make a big difference in the relationship. So I think the fact that you might be in that same industry can always help. It's a silver lining. But again, it also can cause some conflict, right?
I'm telling you, the competition is rife in that household. I personally don't know if I could ever date somebody within the industry, like adjacent maybe, but definitely within arm's reach.
Really?
Just because, I'm pursuing my own thing and on my own path. It also makes for more interesting conversation within the household, right? Bring something else to the table. I'll handle entertainment, I'll handle broadcasting, and you could do advertising, marketing, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you find yourself in. And the collab, it comes together so beautifully. But I love what you said about understanding and empathy, because without that, I think miscommunication happens.
Oh, all the time.
And then the breakdown of a relationship occurs.
And that's when those little arguments start to happen, and it's like, but you don't understand it, and you don't know what I'm going through, and he said, she said, and if you're not on the same page, how are you going to move forward together? And I think the polarity of that is that if you are working towards something, the time it takes, the ease in which it happens, it's like tenfold, because you have two minds, two energies working towards
operating
the same thing.
as one.
It's a beautiful dance.
It is. Now listen, the key to success, which are definitely, I mean, we haven't touched on these, but I think we can bring them up. Respect and gratitude. I mean, their relationship core values have definitely allowed this couple of 58 years to navigate the ups and downs of their careers and also their personal life together.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking about the fact that you might be in a situation where you're doing a role and you might be acting, might need to hook up with someone as that role. Do you have the respect? Firstly, to respect your partner, to respect their job, and to respect that that's nothing to do with the relationship. Oh, it's getting hectic. My mind's going crazy. But listen, balancing individuality and obviously being together, giving each other space to create and maintain their careers. Now, they've demonstrated that, and it's possible to prioritize both individuality and togetherness in a long-term relationship and partnership. And I think that's really what you have to have. Otherwise, it's never going to work.
Ever. And I'm taking notes right now because I think I'm coming on to like the 9-year mark, but I can only imagine how much sweeter it gets at 52, especially like you said, if you are working in synergy, if you're definitely understanding each other, if you're communicating. And that's just not to say that challenges won't come.
No, challenges are inevitable. I think think that's the part of the celebration moment that you get when you've gone through the adversity, when you've gone through those obstacles together, and looking back on it, you're just sitting there basking in the ambience.
Look how far we've come.
Yes.
Look at that. Well, Carol and Petru's continued involvement in the performing arts, even after 58 years of marriage, serves as an inspiration to people of all ages, also demonstrating that age is not a barrier to things like creativity and productivity, and of course, love, L-O-V-E. Now catch this delightful audio documentary by Ina Strydom tonight on RS here at 8 o'clock. Don't miss it, okay? We've given you the heads up, we've warned you, and you definitely want to take some notes from it.
Yeah, you definitely do.